Hi, welcome to day 2 of the Daily Reset. My name's Vicky, I'm a yoga teacher. We're using yoga and yoga techniques to have a real positive effect on you. Today we're looking at flexibility. Now, flexibility or inflexibility is a reason people give me constantly not to do yoga. Well, I'm afraid there's your reason to do yoga. If you've got tight muscles now, it's not going to get better as you get older. So let's have a look at some really simple, nice techniques and yoga postures to increase flexibility and get into some tight spots. Today, as I said, we're focusing on flexibility. So just before we start, let's just close the eyes for a moment and get ourselves in the right headspace for practice. So closing the eyes and then focusing on finding that yoga breath. So taking a deep breath in through the nostrils and then breathing out through the nostrils. And again, you can count if you want to, count to 4 on the in-breath. And then exhale. In-breath, feel the chest rise. And exhale, let it all deflate. Breathing in, breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. So mentally then checking in with yourself, noticing how your body feels today. Is there anything going on? Anything that you notice? Any tension? Just try to focus on the breath, using the breath to relieve the tension, taking it where it needs to go. And visualise anything that no longer serves you, just leaving the body through the nose on the out breath. Okay, opening the eyes and then come on over to your yoga mat. We're going to start with a simple forward fold. Okay, great way to discover just how flexible your hamstrings are. Very simple. We start in mountain posture, which is feet kind of slightly apart so that you're nice and stable. We're rooting down through the soles of the feet. We've got our pelvis curled under slightly, hands out to the side, and our head is lifted and looking forwards. Our chest is nice and open, yeah, so we're kind of tall, straight, and a really nice posture with a really straight spine. This is called mountain posture, and a lot of postures start in this one. So it's a good one to remember. So taking a deep breath in, we're going to bring our arms up on a big in-breath, palms touch just above our heads, and then we're going to part the hands on the out-breath and sort of swan dive down, leading with the chest and coming down, letting our hands drop down slowly and just letting our hands and our torso drop down over our legs. Now your hands might not touch the floor. If they don't, just bring them to your shins and let the head go completely floppy over the legs. Remember your breathing, deep in breath. And on the out breath, just let everything relax. If your backs of your legs are hurting or screaming at you right now, just bend the knees slightly. Micro bend in the knees is absolutely fine. And just work towards straightening them as you become used to the posture. If your hands come down, just let them drop down if that feels good for you. So we're not trying to force our head down, we're just literally hanging, letting our body drape down over our legs. Okay. Slowly rolling up to standing. And then finding mountain posture again, so palms are turned out to the sides. Take a breath here. And let's do that again. Breathe in, arms up to the ceiling, palms touch above the head, and then bring the hands apart and bring the chest forwards all the way down. Hands to shins or to the floor, wherever they come to. And just let the body drape down over the torso. In breath, and relax a bit deeper on the out breath. Bend the knees if you need to.
The main thing in yoga is that you don't ever push yourself harder than your body wants it to go. So if bending your knees feels good, then bend your knees. If having them straight feels good, then that's fine. Okay, so looking up slightly, we're going to bring our hands out in front of us and step our feet back. We're going to come down onto our knees into a tabletop position. So hands are directly underneath our shoulders. Move mine back a bit. And we're going to start with some spine flexibility now. So you take a big in-breath and then out-breath. We're going to curve the spine towards the ceiling. Yeah, looking towards our bellies, and then we're going to breathe in and bring our head up, looking up to the ceiling, curving the spine downwards, and then breathing out again, concaving the back, looking towards the belly. Breathe in all the way back up, tilt the head backwards, stick your bottom up, and breathe out down. So yeah, you're synchronizing the breath and the movement, yeah? So breathe in up, breathe out down. Yeah, pushing the shoulder blades apart a little, breathe in up, and breathe out, back down. So coming back to a neutral back in the center, and we're going to come up and step forwards now with our left foot. Bring your left foot forwards so that this leg is at a right angle. Okay, and then you can actually use your hands here to just tuck your tailbone in. Imagine that you have a tail kind of between your legs and you're tucking it under, right? Like, yeah, and so that's actually tucking our pelvis under. And we're going to now just slowly lean forwards. So your knee comes over your toe. And as you lean forward, you'll start to feel a stretch in your right hip. Okay. And just take a couple of breaths here. Hands on hips. Or you can have them on your leg. Just really stretching, just testing the flexibility of your hip and your quad, which is the top of the thigh. And then slowly back. And then we're going to straighten the front leg. You might want to move the foot forward a little bit. And we're going to flex the foot and have a straight left leg. If you can get your hands either side of the leg, great. Try to keep your back straight. So try not to do this or this. If you need to put something underneath each hand, then you can do that as well. So look forwards, take a big in-breath, out-breath, roll down over the leg. And you'll feel that stretch all down the underside of the left leg. Big breaths. Let go slightly deeper on each out breath. And then slowly back up. Bring your knees together. And then let's come up and then we'll do the other side. So bringing the right foot forwards. Again, curl the tailbone under, the pelvis under. And lean forwards. Feeling the stretch. Nice deep stretch. You don't have to go too far forward. Even if you come up, come back a bit more. Sometimes it increases the stretch more. You can make sure you're really tilting the pelvis under, and you'll feel that all the way down that quad. It's difficult to get to these muscles here, to stretch these muscles here, so it's a really nice one to do. Open and lift the chest, look forwards and breathe deeply. Lovely. Come back, bring your hands to the floor and straighten the front leg. Flex the foot and draw the heel towards you so that you're feeling a stretch on the underside of the leg. Looking up, looking forward with an in-breath. And then on the out-breath, you're going to round down over the leg. So trying to get your belly towards your thigh, breathing in. And breathe out, lower down. And one more big inhale. And go deep on the exhale. And then coming back up on the in-breath. So we're going to come back to all fours now. So bring hands to the floor, draw the foot back. And then we're going to bring our hands flat to the ground, curl our toes under and push up into a down dog. So down dog is creating a V shape with your body. Hands are shoulder width apart, feet are hip width apart. Taking a deep breath in, and we're just going to push our head gently down towards the floor, yeah, as far as we can, without it hurting or doing anything that doesn't feel good. And then just let's start to move your bottom from side to side, as if you're wagging your tail now, yeah. Left to right, stretching the side body as you do so. And then start pedaling the feet left and right, pressing each heel down as you go. And then take a big in breath and come up onto your tiptoes, and on the out breath push both heels down and bring your head towards the floor. So if I came up behind you and pushed your lower back, you shouldn't be able to, I wouldn't be able to move you any further back, if that makes sense. So you're pushing your heels down to the floor and your bottom towards the back of the room and your head down. So you're pushing everything back. Deep breaths. Now this is a great flexibility tester, but also a great tester of strength, because your arms may not be used to this, and they may be really asking you to stop now. So we'll come onto our tiptoes, look forwards, crouch down, look forward through the hands, and then just start to walk your feet forwards towards your hands. Find that forward fold again. We've done some stretching now, so it might feel slightly easier. So just let your body hang down over the legs. Big in breath, out breath, relax into it. In breath, out breath. Now the next in breath, we're going to bring our hands up to the side, all the way back up to standing, palms touch above you, and then bring your hands down into a prayer in your heart center. I'll just turn to face you, but you stay where you are, heart center, and then come back down to mountain posture, hands out to the sides. Lovely. Thank you. That completes day 2. Just testing a bit of flexibility. See you tomorrow.